All I'm saying is if I were curious about teaching and had the chance to make $35 an hour from home before going out and getting the degree, I'd jump on it. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about exploring opportunities in online teaching, specifically platforms that do not require a degree. Nope. Now, over the last several years in the online space, I've received several messages from people interested in online teaching that feel discouraged because they don't have a degree or are in the process of getting one and want to gain experience as soon as possible. An example would be undergraduate education majors who are learning all the skills they're going to use in the classroom, but they are also interested in gaining experience in, and I'll quote them, gaining experience in the online teaching world. See you guys? I do see your DMs. They may have been what inspired this video. Either way, today we are going to look at 20 different platforms in the booming online education industry that allow people from all walks of life to share their knowledge and experience with learners from all over the globe. And all of them, like we mentioned, do not require a degree from their teachers. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Kristen and I am a former classroom teacher turned online educator. We do videos on this channel all about working from home, the world of online education, making passive income, and of course, supplying you guys with plenty of different online teaching platforms if that is something you are interested in. This kind of video is not the first that we've made here. I will put the others down below in the description box and up above in the card, sharing all different kinds of platforms available to teachers interested in moving their skills online. We do also post new videos here each and every week, so be sure to click that little red subscription button and the bell down below to be updated each and every time we post a new piece of content. Also, if you like these kind of videos, let us know by giving this one a huge thumbs up. Question of the day. This one is for online teachers. Do the platforms you choose to work on require degrees? Let us know that, your expertise and reviews down below in the comments. I know some people have found great success on various platforms that may or may not require degrees, and I'm always curious to hear your guys' thoughts and feedback, so let us know down below in the comments. And one last thing before I share my screen so you can see exactly what I'm seeing when it comes to these platforms and opportunities, I do just want to state that while these platforms do not require a degree, some of them are going to require their teachers to have what's called a TEFL. That stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. Several of these platforms do supply training that will give you a TEFL, but I just wanted you to know that because when we go in and I share my screen, you may see requirements, teaching certification, and if you click into that platform, a teaching certification to them is a TEFL, and they will provide one for you in training. It will all be explained if you click and check out these platforms. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at 20 platforms that you can teach on without obtaining a degree. All right, sharing the screen in 3, 2, 1. The first platform we're going to look at is called PalFish, and you can see here what I'm seeing as well. PalFish is a mobile app available on Android and iOS devices. The company offers 2 jobs. One is for regular teachers that can be applied to by non-native speakers as well as native ones. The other is the PalFish official teacher position. While they'll both pay well, becoming an official teacher will give you more consistent hours. Payments are sent through Pioneer or a Chinese bank account. Lessons last about 25 minutes. There are also bonuses and rewards for doing certain things like attending lessons on time and not canceling any lessons for the month. Kind of like a you didn't miss any days of school reward. Requirements: teaching certification, and I did check into this, that is a TEFL, and they do offer training as part of the hiring process. Rates are $10 to $30 an hour. Class times are between 6 a.m. and 3 a.m. And if you click into that, that is stating Eastern Standard Time. And minimum hours per week, 4. So if you've got 4 hours a week and you are interested in a platform that will give you consistent bookings if you become the official teacher, PalFish is definitely a place to check out. I will also have links to everything we talk about down below in the description box, and I will put timestamps on this YouTube video so you can jump around and check out all these platforms. Or if you just see something you like, you can click there because there are quite a few of them. Moving right along, after PalFish, we have Cambly as an option. The goal of Cambly is to allow English learners to speak with native speakers at any time. Rather than teaching a single class or curriculum, you will probably talk to many students. If you use the service during peak traffic hours, you are more likely to get clients. You must be a native speaker to join the service. However, you don't need to have a degree or a certification. So if you're like, no degree, no TEFL, this is an option for you. Lessons are taught through your computer. You'll be connected to the smartphone of your student. The normal hourly rate is $10, but if you are approved for the kids program, which involves teaching children, you'll then make $12 an hour. Requirements for Cambly: certification preferred but not required. Rate $10 to $12 an hour. Class times also 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. with 0 minimum hours per week. So again, if you don't know your schedule, like if it's not consistent week per week, maybe you're an online teacher like me and you have other platforms, but they don't always fill, and you just want to have a backup, Cambly is definitely a place to check out. Next on our list, we have Preply. Preply is a platform that allows you to tutor students online. You can create your own profile and set your own rates ranging from $10 to $45 an hour. Different tutors specialize in different areas, but you will be able to teach English online with no degree. You can decide what students you want to teach, create your own lessons, and design curriculums. Students come from a range of different backgrounds and ages, whether you're more comfortable teaching young children or adults. So people that are interested in adult teaching. Sounds weird, but I'm gonna stick with it. This is something you can check out. You can set up your profile and find them, and students will contact you upon seeing your profile. If you are a popular tutor, you could earn several $100s per week. Several $100s per week. Requirements: certification preferred but not required. $10 to $45 an hour average rates. Class times 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Minimum hours 8. So if you're wanting to put maybe 2 hours a weekday, you could do like Monday to Thursday, 2 hours a day. But minimum hours per week 8. This one is actually one that I am interested in as well, because I love places you can teach your own self-made classes. I do have a separate video. I'll put it up above in the cards. They are platforms where you can teach your own self-made classes. Again, I'll have that up above in the cards and down below. Moving on. Next on our list is called Amazing Talker. This is a company that gives students offline and online lessons in a variety of languages and lets you teach English online with no degree. In addition to teaching English, you can teach any other language that you are a native speaker of. Though you don't need a certification to teach English online with Amazing Talker, the company does prefer that you have experience with teaching. So let's say you were a preschool teacher or you worked at a daycare center, so you have experience, even a nanny. I've seen a lot of people who have experience helping and educating with children. They just don't have that official degree. And that does not make them any less of an educator. It just means they don't have that piece of paper. This is a place they can check out as well. Once you're accepted to the service, you can work on your profile page. This is where you'll customize courses, edit your personal information, share your techniques, and interact with your students. Just a quick word of warning. The application process does involve filming an intro video. This is pretty common among online English companies, but can be a bit unsettling for some. Requirements: certification required, some teaching experience as well, certification meaning the TEFL. Rate $8 to $15 an hour. Class time 6 a.m. to midnight, 12 a.m. Minimum hours per week 10. So again, this is another company I would recommend if you are interested. Make sure you are available for 10 hours per week. Also, if you guys are really nervous about making an intro video for an application, let me know down below. I have a video actually called How to Be Confident on Camera, and I made it when I was doing my applications for various online teaching companies. All of the ones I applied for, with the exception of one, did require a video, an intro video, and it can be really awkward talking about yourself and what you want to teach online, and it just kind of feels like an isolated interview where you're talking to a camera that can't speak back and ask you interview questions. So if that's something you are interested in, you want to see a video about that, let me know. I do also, once again, have a video on how to be confident on camera. Link it up above in the cards, down below in the description. Moving right along, next we have Skima Talk. Skima Talk hires native English speakers with no degree to teach English to adult students. So if you're not interested in teaching kids, this might be the platform for you. The majority of students are Japanese business people who want to learn business English. If you've taught business English before, you will have an advantage. It's also an advantage to be certified for helping people pass ESL tests. English as a second language, if you didn't know. Lessons are held in blocks of 25 minutes. Students pay in virtual coins. The trading system is set up through the company. Depending on your level of experience, you may make anywhere from $10 to $16 per hour as you work. Requirements: certification preferred, but not required. Rate is $10 to $16 an hour. Class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. with a minimum, this is a big one, minimum hours per week, 15. So again, if you don't have that amount of time to give each week, that's like 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday, which is no small feat. But if you're interested and teaching adults is of interest to you, check that out. Up next on our list is a company called Verbling. Because Verbling has such a high rate of pay, they are also one of the most competitive platforms. You will need to prove that you're an expert in your field and a skilled teacher. If you do pass the application process, though, the hourly rate begins at $18 and can go as high as $28. It's preferred that teachers come from North America with neutral accents. Once approved, you can set your own rates. Students come from around the world. Most are adults, so again, teachers that want to teach adults. Most are adults that want to learn business English, but you might also teach travel English and reading comprehension. At Verbling, it pays to be a great teacher, as teachers with good reviews tend to have a lot of students. Requirements: 2 years of teaching experience, certification, TEFL preferred. Hourly rate ranges between $18 to $28 an hour. Class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m., minimum hours per week, 5. But again, this one stated because it has a higher rate of pay, there is higher competition. Moving right along, next we have iTalki. iTalki is an online marketplace rather than an online school. Freelance teachers sign up, then advertise their services. Side note, you can teach languages other than English, and it's open to any freelancer regardless of qualifications. That being said, having a teaching certification or past experience will get you more students. The marketplace is one of the most popular places for students to find English teachers online. There are a lot of students, but there is also a lot of competition. Seems to be the way around here. The best way to stand out from the crowd is by finding a niche or area of expertise that you can focus strongly on. Requirement: certification preferred, but not required. Hourly rate: $3 to $35 an hour. Class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. with 0 minimum hours per week. Now, I'm just saying, if I were one of those undergraduate students that were waiting to get my degree and maybe was going into student teaching but wanted to try out online teaching, and I could jump onto these kind of platforms and make $35 an hour, I would jump on it. When I was in college, I taught like piano, voice, and music theory, and I thought I was making bank with $20 an hour. But $35 to not have to schedule with people and just make my availability known online, done. Up next, we have Lingoda. This is a company that hires native English speakers to teach English to small online classrooms. Ooh, you want to relive 2020? Just kidding. The average class size is about 5 students, so if you're more comfortable teaching groups than one-on-one sessions, this might be a good option. I have had some people reach out saying they want to do more than one-on-one. They like the idea of small group. So the average class size is about 5 students. So if you're more comfortable teaching groups than one-on-one sessions, again, this might be a good option. Another plus for working for Lingoda is that all the lesson materials are provided. So there's no need to design your own curriculum. It's kind of like VIP Kid, but with more than one person in the classroom. This is really nice for people that maybe don't like lesson planning. Requirements: certification and 2 years of experience. $8 to $13 an hour. Class times are 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. Minimum hours per week, 5. So definitely something to consider if you like group classes and not having the responsibility to lesson plan. After that, we have a platform called Open English. Open English is the largest ESL provider for students in South America. There is a high demand for teachers, and reliable teachers are given full schedules. So if you have a full schedule and you want to fill it up, this might be a place to check out. Pay raises are given over time, with pay being determined more by seniority than qualifications. This is great for those looking to teach English online with no degree, as teaching qualification is less important in hiring and in pay determination. You must commit a minimum of 25 hours a week. Again, if you have nothing going for you and you really want a good schedule, this is one to look for. If you're looking for like a small part-time, a few hours a week, I wouldn't go here. So 25 hours per week, though you can do more if you want. As such, this is a good job opportunity for people who want to teach English online full-time. Students most commonly speak Spanish or Portuguese as their native languages. Requirements, certification, and 1 year of experience. Rates $13 to $15 an hour. 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. class times. Minimum hours per week, 25. Moving along, up next we have Tutlo. This platform connects teachers to students all over the globe. You must have at least 6 months of prior teaching experience, but Tutlo allows you to teach English online with no degree or certification, so no TEFL. There are several different courses available through the company. Those include adult language courses, courses for business executives, and of course, for young people. Students will receive a quote for their studies based on the number of lessons they want, the type of lessons they need, and their overall language goals. Requirements, certification preferred, 6 months of experience. Rate, $9 to $11. Moving right along, our next platform is called Rype. Rype is an app headquartered in Canada that connects students with teachers for learning English, Spanish, Mandarin, French, Arabic, Italian, and German. Non-native teachers are accepted as long as you have previous experience teaching. Teachers are asked to commit to at least 10 hours per week with their students who range in age from young children to adults. These class times are flexible as long as you're able to hit your minimum hours per week. Your application should include both your credentials and a short video. Again, let me know if you want more info on making videos. It is recommended to have 1 year of experience and a certification, but you will still be able to apply and be considered to teach English online with no degree. So it states here 1 year of experience, certification preferred, $9 to $11 hourly, class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m., minimum hours per week, 10. Rype from Canada. I've never heard of them before this week. Up next, we have OKPanda. This is a popular choice because the company has their own platform. This allows you to create an online classroom similar to one you might conduct on Skype or Google Hangouts. Every lesson is given as a one-on-one tutoring session with adult Korean and Japanese business people. With this in mind, a background in business English will definitely make you a more competitive applicant. The company asks that teachers be available for at least 2 hours per day, 4 days a week. Lessons are given in 25-minute segments with 5 minutes after each lesson to give your students feedback. Pay rates vary depending on your qualifications, past experience, and overall skills, but you can certainly teach English online with no degree with this company. Requirements, certification preferred but not required. Rate $5 to $15 an hour. Class times 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with minimum hours per week, 8. Because it did state it wants you to teach 2 hours a day, 4 days a week. So depending on your schedule, that could be one to definitely check out. After that one, we have Berlitz. Berlitz is one of the oldest ESL companies in the world, having been in operation since 1878. The company connects students to teachers and delivers cultural lessons. The company specializes the Berlitz method, which is a system of complete language immersion that helps students begin speaking their target language immediately. Berlitz allows you to teach English online with no degree, though certification is still preferred. There are more than 500 global locations for this company, and lessons can be taught online from anywhere. The company states that they are seeking motivated and people-oriented teachers who want to expand their social and cultural understandings as the company focuses on building connections and fostering communications. Requirements, again, certification preferred, but not required. Rate $9 to $15 hourly. Class times 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. Minimum hours per week, 10. I haven't heard anybody teach for this company before. If you have, once again, please let a girl know. All right, up next we have Classgap. This is an online platform that allows teachers to meet with students over hundreds of different subjects. In addition to teaching languages, you can also teach math, science, history, and other important courses. Getting signed up as an instructor is free, and from there you can set your own hourly rate. With Classgap, you can teach from wherever you're connected to the internet. As you do, you'll receive reviews from students. The teachers who get good reviews will be prioritized in searches and gain new students. The hours to teach with them are flexible, and you can vary your availability from week to week if you want. No requirements. The rate is set by you. Class times, anytime, with 0 hours per week required. So if you want to be in control, if you want to set your own hours and your own pay, and you don't want to deal with TEFLs or having a degree, Classgap might be something for you to check out. After that, we have ChatSchool. ChatSchool is an English language platform that connects tutors with students. Their main focus is on breaking language barriers in speech among students. Most students are adults and come from Poland. Ooh, that's exciting. ChatSchool is actively seeking English language tutors with a fondness for teaching and conversing. Tutors lead and organize courses on an 80-20 basis. ChatSchool offers onboarding, constant support from your tutor trainer, and original, easy-to-use teaching materials. Requirements: certification preferred but not required. Rate: $8 to $13 an hour, flexible class times, and minimum hours per week, 10. Up next, we have Eigox. Eigox hires native English speakers from New Zealand, Australia, the US, Canada, and the UK. In addition, they also hire English teachers from the Philippines. It is important to note that the pay rate is relatively low, especially when you're first starting out. That said, the student provides their materials for you, or you can use the platform's resources, so there is little prep work or time involved outside of class. There isn't a strict curriculum, so you can be flexible with your lessons. Teachers are reviewed, and if you consistently perform well, you can receive pay raises. All the payments are made on PayPal, which is also super convenient. The company asks that every teacher be available for at least 10 hours per week. So they do require the TEFL certification, $3 to $11 per hour. 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. minimum hours per week are 10. After that, we have LatinHire. Rather than being an online school or marketplace, LatinHire is an agency. This means they work with schools who need online tutors in a variety of subjects and will place you there. If you want to teach English, they may match you with a school position that involves teaching English. How convenient. This position may be ideal for teachers who know conversational Spanish or even some Portuguese, as the schools are located in South America. Pay rates vary depending on the school. They tend to be relatively low, especially compared to Chinese companies, but you may be able to negotiate. LatinHire has a pretty streamlined application and hiring process, so you don't need to waste time waiting on the hiring team. You can apply both as a native speaker and a non-native speaker, but preference is given to people with neutral accents. You can teach English online with no degree, but certification is still preferred. So, like we've said before, requirements: certification preferred but not required. Rate: $8 to $10 an hour. Class times 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Minimum hours per week, 0. Next, we have Vivaling. Vivaling is a Singapore-based company that connects students with second language teachers. In addition to English, they also look for native speakers of German, French, Mandarin, and Spanish. The pay rate starts at $20 an hour and can be higher depending on your experience and qualifications. You'll be working with children from the ages of 3 to 15 all over the globe. If you want a teaching position that lets you connect with younger students, this is a great choice. You must be available for at least 4 days per week, and you need to have prior experience along with a TEFL. So they state here requirements, TEFL, and 2 years of experience. Rate averages between $20 and $26 an hour. Class times are available between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Minimum hours per week, 12. Starting at $20 an hour. Next, we have Verbal Planet. Verbal Planet has been operating since 2006 and has expanded to several languages being taught. You'll create a profile and set your own rate, though the average rate is about $22 per 45-minute lesson. From there, students will come to you. You're more likely to get students if you have strong prior experience. For inexperienced teachers, it's best to start at a lower rate and work your way up as you gain experience. The highest paid teachers on the platform are those who prepare students for ESL tests or teach business English. To book more classes, you should make sure your profile has a strong introduction video. You can expect to be paid through PayPal, and you'll keep 100% of the earnings. Wow, I don't think I've ever read that for a company. You keep 100% of your earnings. Requirements, TEFL preferred but not required. Rate $12 to $26 an hour. Class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m., 0 minimum hours per week. After that, we have Learnlight. Learnlight connects European professionals to business English teachers. As such, you should have a TEFL and experience with business English. This opportunity requires more fixing scheduling than most, since you must be available at certain times of the week. You must commit to a 1-year contract when you sign up with the service. The lower payments come from one-on-one classes, while you can be paid more for group classes. Since the hours and pay rates are fixed, this job has a higher level of stability than more flexible options on our list. Okay, so TEFL and 2 years experience are the requirements, $12 to $14 an hour, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. class times, and minimum hours per week, 10. Up next, we have NeuABC. This platform is a collaboration between US-based Cricket Media and Chinese partner Neusoft. This enables the company to better hire and recruit US and Canada-based teachers to teach Chinese students online. So if you have missed teaching, like let's say you were maybe a PalFish or a VIP kid teacher or any teacher that taught Chinese students, this may be an opportunity to teach them again. Although NeuABC does not require a bachelor's degree, they do require an associate's degree and recommend a TEFL. We've included this on the list as one of the companies to teach on with no degree because we want to include teachers who maybe don't have a bachelor's degree but still can qualify for this role. So if you maybe have an associate's degree, this could definitely be something to check out. But that regular 4-year bachelor's degree, nix. But requirements, associate's degree or higher, $18 an hour or higher. Their class times are unique, 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., 4 hours per week minimum. But you guys, that is it. And actually, if we don't include NeuABC, we did cover 20 platforms that do not require a degree. NeuABC was just like a bonus. If you have an associate's degree and you're interested, you can check that one out as well. But you guys, that is it. 20 platforms you can check out if you are interested in online teaching. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure to check out our previous videos outlining all opportunities for online teachers, linked down below. I'll see you guys in the next one, and happy teaching. Bye.